Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. You want to find a position that is both sturdy and comfortable. You don't want to be uncomfortable during the practice because then you'll just be distracted by your body, which is unnecessary. You also want to find a sense of stability because it gives us a sense of being here, a sense of groundedness. Where you're not twist and turn the wrong way, or you have a weird position where you're about to fall over. You want to find a sense of being here, that we're here to stay. So just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. But if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed, or you feel more comfortable doing it that way, go ahead and do so. There are no hindrances here. But if your eyes are open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you, kind of looking at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring or analyzing anything, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze directed softly, yet clearly downwards. You're in a sturdy and comfortable position, and your eyes are either closed or open. Gaze gently and clearly down. Begin by just allowing, letting this moment be exactly as it already is. Not demanding anything from it. Not trying to change it. Just this. And leave alone your intentions, your goals. We're not doing anything here. We're not becoming anything. So just let those go. Any striving for the future here will just lead you astray. And come back to this moment and accept it. Here and now. There is nowhere to go. Nothing to do. There's no one to become. And if you're normal, you're probably having trouble here. Maybe you're having trouble trying to notice this moment because your thoughts about things keep interrupting your attention. There seems to be a struggle for paying attention to thoughts, yet noticing this moment as it is. A conflict somehow arises here. And so, really, the route here isn't to do anything about it. No, we're not going to get rid of thoughts or try to change them, but we can simply leave them alone. So, for the next minute or so, instead of paying attention to thoughts, just bring your attention to the coming and going of your breath, the gentle sensations that are already occurring. And just follow the breath in and out. And see if you can notice the breath without being distracted by this next thought. And again, if you're normal, I might be interrupting you thinking, making a plan, wondering what's going to happen, whatever. And this is the practice. When you notice that a thought has come and stolen your attention from this moment, away from the breath, simply return to the breath. Nothing special. In fact, just return to the breath with as little effort as you possibly can, as if the breath is breathing you and you're noticing it. Come back. Just come back to the breath. Gently. Rising and falling. breathing, rising and falling. Don't expect thoughts to disappear. And don't think you need thoughts to be quiet in order to notice the breath. You can notice the breath while thinking is happening. Just leave them alone. And notice now how it feels that you are a point of reference that sits above your breath. That somehow you exist more in your head than you do in your foot. And it is from this place that you direct attention downwards to breathing. Now, instead of having this point of reference stuck here where thoughts are coming and going and you hear and you see and you smell and you taste, just bring this point of reference down through the neck, into the chest, and to the lower belly below the belly button. As if this is where you are. And notice how when the breath comes in, this area naturally expands. And as the breath leaves, it relaxes all by itself. And instead of being a point of reference above this area, looking down at it, we notice the breath in the lower belly as the breath in the lower belly. From this place here, we recognize breathing. Or it can be said, from this place in the lower belly, the breath recognizes itself. Don't think about this and try to contemplate or make an opinion. Just do it. Leave the point of view from the head and become the point of view in the lower belly. Rising and falling. All right, you can look at the screen. You know, there's a story about a monk who asks. Now, I'm sorry I bring up Buddhism all the time. It's just the tradition I came from. I'm not teaching you Buddhism. But there's a monk who asks a Zen master, I think it was Joshu, who he said, what is this mind that we seek in meditation? Like, what is this ultimate goal mind? The way he asked it was, what's the original mind? Or what is Buddha mind? And he said, your everyday mind is the goal. When you're tired, sleep. When you're hungry, eat. That's all. And the monk was like, well, isn't that what we always do? And he said, and the Zen master replies, no, it's not. When you're hungry, you think of 1,000 things and worries, likes and dislikes. And when you're tired, you dream countless dreams, troubles, difficulties. And we do this. Rather, our mind does this. And our attachment and our bamboozlement, if that's a word, to our thoughts is what creates all these problems for us in our life. I like this, I don't like this. So I'm going to steer towards the things I like and run away from the things I don't like. When you're hungry, we don't just eat what's available. Is it vegan? Is it healthy? Do I like this? Oh, I don't like that kind of, oh, that came from Walmart. I don't like Walmart, but I like Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is better than that. And I said, but what about, oh, wait, I shouldn't have that yet. Wait, what did I have yesterday? I shouldn't have fish too much because fish is, just eat. When tired, sleep. Not, what am I going to do tomorrow? I forgot about all my problems. Oh my goodness, what if that happens? What if this happens? What if that happens? I forgot to do that at work. What did that guy say at work? I can't believe he said that. I'm such a bad person. The essence of this practice is to learn to leave that all alone. Not to cut it off, not to hide it, not to push it away, but to just leave it alone. Because what you already are, your mind as it already is clear. Like the sky. It is that way now. As you watch this video, it is clear intrinsically. But because of our attachment and our bewilderment of thoughts, we think they're real. We think that when I say I like this and I don't like this, that is true. And it's true in a certain sense, but thinking is just this representation of our experience. It is not experience itself. Experience itself is totally wide open and clear. But if we attach to thoughts, our life becomes very narrow. It becomes very like we can only operate within this little bound of thinking. And we don't see life as it is in this moment. So practice. I know I say it, I think, every time. But whatever you do, even if you unsubscribe from the Attentive Mind, you throw your computer away, you never look at me ever again, just practice. Whatever you do in whatever situation you are, learn to leave thinking alone. And learn to live completely here and now. So forget your likes and dislikes. Stop creating problems. And be here now. And enjoy. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for your attention. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.